sisters, how are you doing on this fine summer night? Don't forget to sign up to get your tickets to next month's Woodstock. With the stars like the Dead, Joplin, and Santana, you won't want to miss this far-out fantasy of a performance.
Yeah, rumor has it it'll be a psychedelic good time, and the way to get those tickets each week, we have a specific set of trivia questions that will go answered in a drawing out of 1,000 listeners. First person who's drawn with the correct answer will win 2 tickets within the first 3 rows of the stage, and all the magic shrooms you can handle while kicking back, just chilling under the starry night sky while jamming to all your favorite tunes from today's artists. I don't know about you, Ryan, but I call that one heck of a groovy good time.
Yeah, 3 days of peace, shrooms, and music. What's not to like about that? With the lineup of artists set to perform for those days, we're confident you'll have yourself a groovy good time. Now, are you all out there ready for this week's first trivia challenge question?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Earlier this year, one of the greatest bands in music history had their last performance on the Apple Corps rooftop in London, UK. What was the name of that band?
Wow, that's a toughie.
Yeah, so tough it's easy. Now, for the second trivia question. A year ago today, what famous Beatle knockoff band had the #1 hit song D.W. Washburn?
I'm stumped. Who?
That's for me to know, and you, our wonderful listeners, to find out next week.
Which Beatle knockoff band?
Now remember, folks, you only get a week to get these answers into us, so go ahead and jot those down on 2 separate cards and quickly mail us your answers right here at Bedrock Query Studios, P.O. Box 867-5309, Bedrock, New York 90210.
I can hardly wait to hear the answers right.
And with that said, let's move on to our first musical break of the evening with The Office Meets the Partridge Family.
Whoa. is your first time tuning in with us, what we do is we draw a card for each question from the bin, and the first person drawn with the correct answers win. So, are you all ready to do this?
I dig. Let's get our groove on.
Okay. Question number 1. What famous astronaut is scheduled to take his first walk on the moon in just a few short weeks? Alright, let's do this, Ryan. Go ahead and make a spin on the bin.
Okay, Lula from San Francisco thinks it's Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong, you are correct. Yay!
Lula from San Francisco, you're the first winner of our round 1 drawing for tickets to next month's Woodstock Festival, set to take place August 15th through the 18th live in Bethel, New York. Now, Lula, if you're listening, just sit tight until the end of the show, and either myself or Angel will give you a call and arrange all the happening details.
Congratulations, Lola darling. We just know you and a lucky guest will have just a hip time jamming out to Jimi Hendrix, Jefferson Airplane, The Who, and many, many others. And like Ryan said, just sit back and we'll call you within the hour after the show to provide all the juicy details, baby.
That's absolutely correct. Now, on for the second question. Take it away, Angel baby.
What's the name of that ultra smart and handsome hunk who hosts that new game show, Jeopardy?
Sandy from Rhode Island seems to think it's Alex Trebek. I think so.
I'm afraid not. Alex is actually the host for that new game show, Strategy, but good guess.
That's a new show.
Yep. It started back in April on CBC Canada. Some TV networks out here play it too. It's really a good show. Teaches you all about teamwork and goal planning. They air it every weekday at 2 p.m. Canadian Standard Time Zones.
Wow. And you know, for a little while there, I thought he was the host of Jeopardy too. But didn't they hire someone from the States to host the show?
They sure did, right? Question is, who?
I don't know, eh? Let's draw another card and find out.
Alright, let's do it. Kimberly from New Hampshire wants to know if it's Ed McMahon. Unfortunately, that is not correct. Ed McMahon is an announcer and the popular host of Who Do You Trust, but these are really good guesses so far.
Wow, 2 strikes already. Who's going to come up with the right answer for next month's Woodstock Festival?
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just really thought Alex Trebek was the host of the show. Kinda depressing to find out that he's no longer. He's one of my favorite game show hosts.
Well, he's certainly intelligent enough to be the host. Jeopardy is an awfully competitive show that requires the utmost and universal intellect.
Heck yeah, it is.
Oh my god, I find it ultra interesting. I mean, all the topics they cover and everything. Lots of things that I never knew existed before, plus all the luxurious prizes you can win. It's totally fab.
It's okay. I find it more all show and no go, you know what I mean? Just kinda of superficial with not a whole lot of depth. All intellect but no heart, you know what I mean? My guess is it won't even make it to the end of the decade. Now, if it were hosted by Alex Trebek, on the other hand, then maybe the show has a chance of withstanding the test of time.
Yes, wholeheartedly agree, Ryan. Alex Trebek was and is the absolute best. The king of all game shows. I can really see him contributing a lot to Jeopardy. But I think the show now is an absolute gas with the host that they have currently, whoever that is, Ryan. Would you like to do the honors and spin the wheel a final time to see if we can get a final answer? We give 3 chances for each question to see if anybody picks the right answer, and if nobody picks it, then we count that question as an official loss and move on. So Ryan, my love, are you ready to spin the pin one final time for this question?
I am, my luscious lemon. Let's give her a whirl.
Okay, for a chance to win 2 tickets to next month's Woodstock 69. What is the name of that ultra-smart and ultra-handsome monk who hosts the popular game show Jeopardy? Ryan, would you like to announce it?
Okay, let me see. Francine from Seattle, Washington seems to think it's Art Fleming.
Yes, Francine from Seattle, you are correct. Whoa, yay!
Congratulations, Francine from Seattle. You and a lucky friend will be grooving on down to next month's Woodstock, where you'll listen to all the boss hits from Joplin, Cocker, Nash, Hendrix, Crosby, and many, many more. Just sit tight for a bit, and we'll contact you after the show is over to go over all the dynamite details, okay? And Angel, baby, why don't you lead us into Woodstock 69?
I sure will, Ryan. Congratulations to the winners so far. Is everybody ready for the third trivia question?
Yes. Okay, for 2 tickets to Woodstock 69, what popular music artist had the #1 hit song for 7 straight weeks? I heard it through the grapevine.
No idea, I'm stumped.
Well, Barbara Ann from San Francisco says it's Marvin Gaye, and Barbara Ann, you are correct.
Oh, yeah, Barbara Ann. Whoa.
Yeah, Barbara, you and a friend are all set to go August 15th through the 18th to Woodstock, where you'll be partying it up and having a good time with the world's finest musicians and all the fun you can stand. So, Barbara, hang tight with us until after the show, and we'll be giving you a call along with the other lucky winners of tonight's Woodstock trivia, okay? And to all you lucky winners out there, congratulations, and for those who weren't picked for tonight's drawing, hang in there for your chance to win next week. All you have to do is answer the questions to the next set and send them into the studio for a chance to have your name picked next week during another drawing. Now, Angel, let's take another break, and when we get back, we'll delve into other news and current events. So stay tuned and enjoy some Led Zeppelin-style Woodstock tunes.
Congratulations again to all the winners of Woodstock.
Congratulations. Can't wait to see you there.
Woohoo.
of sight. I think we hands down have the best generation ever out of all the generations.
Here. Oh yeah, 60s is hella awesome.
Where did you hear that word?
What word? Hella?
Yeah, that word's not part of our vocab, is it?
Oh gee, I don't know. I heard it from somewhere. I just can't remember.
Anyway, did you know that exactly a month ago today that the Beatles released the Ballad of John and Yoko Ono here in the States?
Really? I did not know that, and I'm easily one of Lennon's biggest fans. I so love that song. It's hella groovy. Of course, I'm not a real big fan over his wife. What's so funny?
People can easily say that about us, you know. Anyway, yeah, June 4th, 1969, the band gave permission to Apple Records to release it in the U.S. It's a lovely song, very catchy.
Hell yeah.
Very beat. Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. It's my favorite word.
Okay then. Yeah, anyway, very Beatles oriented. What don't you like about her anyway?
It wasn't so much her I don't like, it's her influence over him. He seems to have completely changed his tunes since she came on the scene.
Well, you know, it does take two to tango. Maybe John welcomes this change. I highly doubt that she's forcing him.
You can tell he and the band were going in different directions when he made those controversial comments back in March about being bigger than Jesus and making a bet over which was gonna go first. Rock and roll or Christianity, baby.
Yeah, that was published by the Evening Standard, right? He seems to be a very opinionated person the way he comes across in that interview.
Oh, hella opinionated. Yeah, definitely. That's the problem. He got overly confident when he met her, and now he's ticking everyone off with his comments and actions. He never used to say things like that, nor did he act as arrogant as he does now. It's hella annoying.
Speaking of which, well, maybe he's just overconfident now that he's met her.
Yeah, overly confident with the reception he's getting over his new attitude. It won't be long before this band ends up in Ella Splitsville. Turns out she goes with them on just about every practice run and interferes with every move the band makes. The other band members are getting hella tired of it.
Well, maybe it's time for a change. Sounds like they're growing apart with John, Mary, and Yoko. He obviously welcomes Yoko's input and fresh eyes into his work.
Oh, yeah, don't even know why. Gag me.
That's a little harsh. You know, I find it extremely interesting how people love Linda McCartney but absolutely despise Yoko Ono. Talk about your double standard.
It's not even like that. Have you ever heard this woman say, oh my god, sounds like she's pouring hot oil all over her cat while skinning a dolphin at the same time with all that caterwauling she does. Ugh, I mean, at least Linda knew her place, but Yoko, oh my god. Yeah, Yoko was another story. She was in her own world, her own hella planet. I can see why the others got hella annoyed with her.
Because Linda understands that she had limited music talent.
Oh, absolutely. And she didn't push herself incessantly on the band like Yoko. I think that's one of the things that I find so unbearable about Yoko. It's because of this behavior that people, particularly the fans, are starting to speculate the band's overall existence.
I would like to think that if it was like that, John would step in and put his foot down.
Well, you know what they say. Love isn't blind. Love is deaf.
I suppose that could be true. Either way, I wish them the best of happiness. Congratulations to Mr. John Lennon and Mrs. Yoko Ono on their recent marriage this year.
Oh, congratulations, you two lovebirds. But please, for the love of God, don't start singing.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Linda and Paul, who also got married this year. Congratulations. Whoa.
And in other news, 50,000 attended last week's Denver Pop Festival.
50,000?
Yep.
No way.
Yes, way. I was there, remember?
Wow, 50,000. I can't believe that tiny little Mile High Stadium is actually big enough to house that many. And how did that go, by the way?
It was a gas. They rocked the roof off with all 20 of the bands that played that weekend.
20 bands? Wow, almost like a mini Woodstock. Hella cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So far out, who was all there?
Let's see. Joe Cocker and Three Dog Night.
Oh, hella cool.
Both of whom will play in next month's Woodstock. And The Flock, Paco, Johnny Winters,
No way.
Zappa,
Get
Tim
outta here.
Buckley, just to name a few.
Oh, hella psychedelic. Oh my god. So groovy, rockin' hella far out. That's awesome. I gotta make it a point to visit there next year. Sounds like a fun time was had by y'all.
It most certainly was, but I wouldn't count on it coming back next year.
Why not?
Oh, lots of violence and craziness going on. There were gate crashes, people throwing rocks and beer bottles, and the cops got a little crazy with the tear gas. It got in the stadium and surrounded the stage. It was 3 nights of total chaos.
Oh, I'm glad you made it out there in one piece, love.
It's cool, but I don't think they'll ever do another one like that again. Folks in charge were quick to blame left-wing protesters like the ALF, but none of them were anywhere near the stadium. Turns out, music is a sacred thing to a lot of people, and they hate seeing it monetized like that, especially when it used to be free for so long. The times they are a-changin'.
Oh well, minor setback. We're just gonna have a bigger festival instead next month.
Yeah, really, long as they don't jack up the price of admission.
Anyway, that is too bad. Sounded like an event with a lot of promise. Let's hope that Woodstock goes over a little more peacefully.
Yeah, let's hope.
Alright, speaking of left-wing politics, did you hear what happened at the Stonewall Inn? Apparently they got raided by the police.
Wow, someone apparently did not like the idea of consenting gay adults congregating in one underground space.
Not only that, but apparently it has erupted into a week-long riot involving scores and scores of gay and lesbian protesters fighting for their freedom of expression.
Well, if Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King can do it for their nationality and women can do it for gender equality, then you can bet gays can stand up for their rights to live openly. I say go there.
Oh, absolutely. Here,
Power
here.
to the people.
We all deserve to be happy regardless of sexual orientation or preference. So I say good for them.
Love is love.
All you need is love. Da, 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 da. All you need is love.
Da, 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 da.
All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
Yeah, I can't believe this all happened about a week ago last Saturday when we were doing our show.
Get out of here, really? Wow. Where was I?
Doing the show?
Oh, you mean the show that we are about out of time for?
Yep, I'm afraid so. But hey, be sure to tune in again next week, where my lady and I will be giving away free backstage passes to next month's Woodstock, along with our next set of trivia.
And among other things, we will have a special surprise